welcome back to another lesson. When I was a child in school, I was pretty notorious. I used to play a lot of pranks in class, and unfortunately, one day my teacher caught me. She looked at me and she said, "Get out of the class." And I was like, "Who?" And she looked at me and said, "Get out of the class." But she did not say you. She did not tell me, "You get out of the class." Well, that is because she used an imperative sentence. So, in today's lesson, let's look at using imperative sentences. What is an imperative sentence? An imperative sentence is a sentence that could be a command, it could be an instruction, it could be an order or a request, okay, depending on how you word it. So, there is no subject. You will not have you in an imperative sentence because you directly tell the person whom you are speaking to. So, my teacher did not tell me, "You get out of the class." All she said was, "Get out of the class." Alright? Now, if I have a sentence that says, "Give me the details." Now, imagine at work, my manager wants some reports and he wants them from me. So, he looks at me and says, "Give me the details." So, he's telling me, and the hidden subject is you. So, generally he won't say, "You give it to me," you say, "Give it to me," or "Give me the details." Now, this is clearly a direct order. Okay. Now, sometimes you have people who are a little rude and would say, "Mind your business." So, when they say "mind your business," it's a direct order. They do not say you. So, friends, remember, in an imperative sentence, the subject hidden is you. You do not use it in the sentence. So, we use imperative sentences for giving direct orders. Now, in my next example, pour the milk in the pan. Now, supposing I'm baking a cake at home, okay, you have the pre-mixed packet and I'm going through the instructions. So, the first one is pour the milk in the pan, okay, heat it on slow flame. So, it does not read you. Pour the milk in the pan, heat it on slow flame, add 2 spoons of sugar, right? So, when you give instructions to someone, you use an imperative sentence. Okay. Or supposing you go to the doctor tells you, "Take 2 tablets 3 times a day." So, the minute he says take 2 tablets, he's giving you an instruction and he's using an imperative sentence. Okay, friends, let's take a look at the next use. Have a piece of this cake. Now, imagine if I have a variety of pastries on my plate and I offer you. So, when I offer you, I'll tell you, "Have this piece." So, probably it's a blueberry cake and I say, "Have this piece of cake, it's really nice." Okay. So, when you offer someone or when you make an invitation, you can use an imperative sentence. Now, for example, you have guests over and you go to receive them at the door, you open the door and you say, "Come in and have a seat," or "Come in and sit down." So, when you say "come in," you don't say "you come in," you say "come in and sit down." So, you make an invitation or you offer something, you use an imperative sentence. Okay. So, I hope you're getting the hang of imperative sentences. Remember, they could be requests, commands, orders, and there is no subject. Okay. Now, supposing I want to go and buy something and there's a notice or a sign that reads "insert a dollar." So, if I want a chocolate from the machine, it reads "insert a dollar." That means I have to put a dollar and get my chocolate. So, you have it in signs and notice. Take for example your doors. You have push and pull. Your door reads push. It doesn't say "you push," it says push. That means it's a notice or a sign. Or sometimes there are roads under construction and they want to give the drivers a warning sign and all they write is "go slow," right? You have a signboard that reads "go slow." So that is a notice or a signboard. So imperative sentences are also used when you want to, when for signs and notices. Alright friends, now sometimes we give friendly advice, right, informal advice to friends, and supposing a friend of mine is really worried and she's just had a very bad fight with her boyfriend. She's upset and I want to give her informal advice, and I tell her, don't worry, speak to him about it. Go talk to him, speak to him, listen to what he's got to say. So I don't tell her, hey, you go and speak to him, you listen to what he says. No, I'll say, speak to him about it. And again, I'm using an imperative sentence. So, well, yes, when you want to give informal, friendly advice, you use imperative sentences. Okay. Now, let's take the next example. Do come. I'm inviting someone and I want to emphasize that I'd be really happy to have them over for my brother's wedding. And I say come, okay, come for the wedding and I'll be happy to have you. So if I say do come, okay, I'm emphasizing that I really want them to come. So say for example, take example of have a piece of cake. And I want to emphasize that you should have this one and I really want you to have this one. I'll say, do have this piece of cake. Okay. So, when you want to emphasize, you can add do, and remember that's only do, no does. Okay. So, do come, do be quiet, do listen to me, do complete the report. So, when you want to emphasize, put do in the beginning of your imperative sentence. Okay. Now sometimes you want to make a polite request or you want your imperative sentence to be more polite. Yeah, you don't want to sound, you don't want to have a direct or make a direct order, you don't want to command, you don't want to instruct. So you want to be polite. Remember, when you make an imperative sentence polite, all you need to do is add please. Okay, that's the magic word, please. So if I say fill the bucket, it could be an instruction. Okay, it could be a command, it could be an order, but the minute I add please, this turns it into a polite request. Okay, so I could say please come, okay, this becomes polite. I could say please speak to him. I could say please have a piece of this cake. And if I want to be polite and ask for something, I can say please give me the details. So to make an imperative polite, all you need to do is add the magic word please, okay? And we do have negatives also in imperative. All you need to do is add don't. We do not use doesn't because imperative sentences are always made from first person to the second person, so there is no doesn't. Don't disturb me, okay? Now imagine you're doing some work and your kids are playing and you need to complete the report. And you tell them, don't disturb me now. So again, you don't say you, all you do is make it negative by adding do not disturb or don't disturb me. Don't make noise, don't trouble me, don't worry, be happy, okay? So that's a negative imperative. Okay friends, so these are the basic uses of imperative in requests, commands, orders, to emphasize, for signs and notices, to make invitations or to offer something. And well, this brings me to the end of this lesson. I hope you enjoyed watching. I'm sure now it's easier to use imperative sentences in your daily conversation. I'll be back soon with a new lesson. Till then, take care and bye.